Welcome back to our channel, The Warriors. We are still growing. If you haven't had your homies that wear red and blue, smash that subscribe button. Go ahead and have them smash it right now. First and foremost, let me give a shout out to the following patrons: Maladjusted, Bankroll Suave, Mickey Bats, Carmine the Pitbull, American Mestizo, Lori 559CO, Ruben Cornbread Killer, Herbuma AZ, CJ Zavalza, EOP Whisper, No Cracks Bitch, Las Vegas Flights Live, Gavino, Give Me Two Good Coughs, Priya These Nuts, Lockdown 5, Crystal Ball La Reina, Don't Trip, Winston, Tony, Trailero 760, Breathing Underwater, Armando, Abuelita's Irma, Abuelita's Journey, El Skid, Hobie Cat, Lead With Love, Albert 12, AI Vega, Esquiel, Grumpy Raider, Big Bad 48, JT, Nova, Linda, the retired CEO, Michigan Wolverines, Mikey 559, the homie Maria, Chevelle 66, Gigi, and Douse Herrero. If you have not already signed up for that Patreon, make sure you hit that link in the description below. You're going to get up-to-date information that you're not going to find on YouTube. This motherfucking episode right here is going to be the last of 4 parts of what the hell is transpiring up north in Pelican Bay State Prison, formerly known as the SHU Security Housing Unit, for all the heavy hitters that did ever truly exist. Here we go. Hector, where the hell does green correctional staff members fall into this, right? You got the north and the south. Oh, things are more than crispy. But what about green? What about what their role is in, right? Well, let me tell you about being a correctional officer. It's kind of like you're a referee for the UFC, right? Except in these rules, the referee can get their fucking ass kicked, period. So you don't get exempt, right? You have 2 guys fighting. Oh, you could get touched. Believe me, it can be could turn into a triple threat match, WWE style. So do they have a skin in the game? Yeah, they work there. I was gonna say they live there. Practically, they live there. You got the guys doing double, single, right? Why not? It's their world too. They got to quell this violence. Well, are they instigators, Hector? Why would you bring that up? Yeah, I just thought about something. Let me tell you. COs are instigators. Think about it. If it's already a negative environment, you got your administration trying to stab you in the back, the inmates in blue trying to stab you in the front, and then you got administration trying to tell you to play foosball with these guys. You're like, what the hell? Hell nah, man. It's a toxic environment, right? Back when I was a young CO, Centinela State Prison Level 4 GP, people would ask me, hey, what's it like? What's it like working in a prison? One off the top answer I would give would be like, oh, it's like watching a UFC fight for free. That's the truth. You get the up front row seats of carnage, right? That's what you're into. Back then I was into it. Not so much. This shit gets old. Extremely old. So if green has a role in this, they like to instigate. What does it look like? How does it unfold? Well, for instance, I started in Centinela State Prison, Charlie Gym. The whole gym was full of Sureños, Southsiders, and Paisas. Now imagine that, man. Imagine all the attention on green, on staff. They want to get rude with staff, they could. They want to puff their chests out on staff, which they did. They could. They want to surround you and make a U right next to the podium. They did. What's better is if you have different races, different gangs, so that they take the heat off of you from a Green's point of view. Okay? Well, I don't care whether you think that's cool or not. That's the truth. I don't want no fucking one race imposing their will on me. I just want to kick back. Back then we had DVD players. It was cool. Posted. West Coasting. This is where green, right? You already know that we're not all assholes. You already know that we're not all lames. You already know that some of us are street smart and have the wherewithal to survive not only the streets, but prison. Richard J. Donovan Correctional Facility, Alpha Yard, when it was level 3 GP. The blacks were attacking the Mexicans. It was a weird these little weird melees. The blacks attacked the Mexicans, and then the blacks attacked the whites. It was just weird, right? Well, a handful of whites remained on the yard after the attack, the riot. And I didn't really know that because I was on Delta Yard at the time. I knew they went off, but it's Donovan, man. Nothing to write home about. So me thinking what I think, how prison's supposed to be, of course, right? Like we talk about running it back. You have to run it back. Like, why do you have to run it back? I'm going to tell you guys right now, from a green perspective. Well, I'm not encouraging anybody to run it back. I'm going to tell you guys something that's going to put things in perspective. There was a stabbing that happened on Alpha Yard in the evening time, right before the end of the shift, right before 10 p.m. So this probably happened like 8:30 p.m. before yard recall or during yard recall for Alpha Yard. My yard on Delta had already been recalled. We hear the radio transmission, 2-on-1, Alpha Yard with weapons. It sounded kind of extreme. My yard was already locked up. I had a lot of seasoned officers in the yard. They already started posting up by the side gate, getting ready to respond. Go help out the partners and be nosy. I said, all right, let's go. We go. I tell the female lieutenant, hey, you want to handle that incident? Well, you never want to step on nobody's toes. Hey, is it cool if I recall the remainder of yard systematically, right? Send every inmate home to the building, by building, through observation, and you handle that incident. You got a 2-on-1 stabbing over there. You got a victim fucking rolling around the floor. Yeah, cool. Thank you. Good looking out. Cool. Got you. All right, let's start, fellas. Let's fucking systematically recall this shit. So I'm standing there, right, not even trying to act hard, just fucking tired. It's the end of the shift. I'm just standing there, man, minding my own P's and Q's. The officers are the ones doing the recall. I'm just right there. And an inmate walks in front of me and he says, don't look so hard. Try not to look so hard. And I said, what? Right, dude caught my attention. Not that I was oblivious. This guy, irrelevant to me, right? And I said, what would you just say? Hey, you ain't got to look so hard. And I said, hey, dude, what race are you? Because he looked white, right? He looked white. And mind you, I had just told you like 2 days before, the blacks mopped up the whites. And here this guy is. Still on the yard. Didn't even get his run back. Talking shit to me, no less, motherfucker. Talking shit to me. I said, what race are you? White? Why? And he looked at his friend like, this guy just asked me what. I said, man, right? Dude was like confused, walked fucking away. What I was implying was, how the fuck are you going to talk shit to me when your people just got their fucking ass kicked by the blacks? You didn't do shit about it. You continue not to do shit about it, but you want to flex on me. The fuck out of here with that shit. I don't know who the fuck you think you are, who the fuck you think I am. Period, right? I was minding my own business. You popped off at the mouth. So how does that play a role? I just told you. That's like a bully bullying somebody or bullying you, and instead of you addressing the bully, you go and you take your anger out on somebody else, a non-participant. Why would you do that? You're not fooling anybody. Maybe you think you're getting your energy out somewhere. So when this whole thing kicked off with the North and the South, mostly the South attacking the North, it's not a matter of should they retaliate, are they going to retaliate? God forbid there's an officer with some experience in one of those buildings in Pelican Bay. What if you have a northerner that's refusing to lock it up, right? Doing his own thing, starts getting mouthy with the fucking officer. The SEO can look at him and be like, hey, man, fuck. Hey, you want me to pop one of these southerners out right now and fucking show you who's boss? You see how fucked up that is, right? That's how prison, the dynamics work. How the fuck, if you don't handle your own business, don't you think you're going to start starting problems and fires anywhere else? Nobody's going to respect you. Not even green. Everybody's watching. Everybody's watching. Right? Damn, Hector, your truth sucks, culero. Esta la verga, puto. What do you want me to tell you? I told you, prison is no place for weakness. Now, granted, that's just my mindset and the mindset of other people like me. If you have a new cop, and a young Norteño tries to get crazy with a new cop, neither of them are going to know what the hell is going on, right? Everything just went to shit. Meanwhile, you got this powerful empire just boom, 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 right? So why? Why is that a problem? You guys ever heard of a thing called checks and balances, right? Checks and balances. You know there's a reason why COs can't go around just beating up inmates for no reason with their billy club and their not batons? Because eventually the inmates will get tired of it and start stabbing you up. That's called a checks and balances, right? Same way you cannot have one group assert their power over the whole entire prison population. I mean, you can. They're going to end well? Well, nothing's going to end well. Everything's going to end horribly. But think about it. Checks and balances. You can't do this because this will happen. You can't do this because this will happen. And ultimately, things remain, with everything that changed, everything remains the same. Now, administration. Yeah, man, they're over there. Oh, hey, boss, I'm trying to get them up, boss. Yeah, they said they pinky promised. I had the shot caller from the north and the south. They pinky promised. I even got them a sack lunch. They split it right down the middle, boss. It's like, hey, will you shut the fuck up and get the fuck out of here, man? You got some real motherfuckers, warriors on all sides about to fucking start World War III. Oh, write this down. Hector Bravo calls this the freezer war of 2023. Now, I know what you're thinking. It didn't necessarily happen in the freezer, from what I gather. It happened in a certain locked out area. But just like the shoe war of the 1950s that we heard about that set off the North and the South, how about this one's called deemed the freezer war? The freezer war of 2023 that sent the hands back in time, right? Hit the reset button. We tried doing this. Oh, and another thing. That peace treaty was a beautiful thing, man. Way to fuck it up. Way to fuck that one up, man. Oh, heck, it was not a peace treaty. Okay. That end of hostilities was a beautiful thing, man. Your boy really enjoyed not running full speed with gear and quelling violence. It was fun. That was cool. Like not having to do that, right? The peace. Every CO, well, every smart CO want to come home. Go to work, kick the boots up, and just relax, man. Wait the 8 hours and get the hell out of there. Ain't nobody trying to deal with any violence or BS or bullshit. With that, the message for today is, hey, checks and balances. Checks and balances. I'm not a political channel, but you can see what happens when things go unchecked and unbalanced for a long time. With that, keep pushing forward.